Recording, and we will get started. Okay, so I got M and Q pulled up on the right. Or do I? No, I don't. Sorry. That was NQ. I'm going to pull up M and Q. Alright, so I got M and Q pulled up on the right, and I've got MES pulled up on the left. It's kind of funny because we were just talking about SMT divergence in our educational session, and we see the effect of SMT divergence happening here again. So if we look at NQ, we come up and we sweep these highs here. We're actually seeing a power of 3 as well on a higher time frame. So we sweep these highs while ES fails to sweep the highs, and now we're coming back down. ES still never took out all-time highs, and Q took out all-time highs. We took out these highs here. So we saw SMT, and we're seeing possibly a power of 3 here as well. If we look at the 5-minute and the 15-minute, we see accumulation, manipulation, distribution back down. So now what I would be waiting for is us to displace these lows down here, right, and see if the shorts are going to come back in. Let's look at our hourly time frame. So we did get, here's the thing, we did get strong displacement at all-time highs on NQ on the hourly. But here on the 4-hour, we see that we have not displaced. The 4-hour closes soon, so it will be interesting to see. We'll have to keep our eye on this and see if we do displace on the 4-hour these highs. But looking over on ES, we have not displaced the highs on ES. We see that SMT divergence. So right now, I'm kind of looking for shorts again. But again, we've been ranging the entire day ever since we got up to this point to all-time highs. This is that first actual move we've seen break out of this range, but then we see us come right back down and range back down here. Okay, so now what we have to do is we have to see what's going to happen if we do trade back down to these lows, because we might see a sweep liquidity, bounce off VWAP, and come right back. Let's look at our AM range here. I want to see what we've done leading into lunch. This is our afternoon. This is lunch. I'm going to look from this high down to this low. We can see that our morning New York AM range 0.5 is down here. Let me get that exact right there. I'm going to just put AM EQ right there. Okay, so that's something to keep our eye on as well. See if we are going to retrace down. But again, we are ranging today, so we might just see us come back down, sweep liquidity, and then come right back up. That's what I'm keeping my eye on right now, but this does look like a real power of 3 on the 5 and the 15. So we just have to be careful. When we see like possible setups, we don't know if there's actually going to be any follow through because of this range that we've seen. We might just see us, seek and destroy, come down and grab sell side, come right back up for the highs. So I'm going to keep my eye on that. Looking here at the 5-minute though, we have this balanced price range above. We just formed that 5-minute order block here. Right, so I want to see if we trade up into it and if we're going to get a reaction back down. I want to see if we're going to get a reaction back down, back to these lows, to see if we come sweep sell side first, and especially come down into this hourly imbalance. Right, we have this hourly imbalance down here. We got to see, are we going to come down and at least sweep some liquidity down here? Are we going to, yeah, exactly. Are we going to use this hourly order block as support for the longs to step back in? That's another thing I'm looking at. All right, so those are the few things I'm keeping my eye on. We're accumulating again right now. So I do want to see if we're going to come back up into this 5-minute bearish fair value gap. And if we're going to head down and target this liquidity down here, we might be able to catch a scalp out of it down till we grab liquidity. And then kind of go from there and see if we're going to run back up for those highs, range back up, right? Or get more retracement down. So that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. That's what I'm waiting for. We can see over here on ES, we have that same fair value gap, that 5-minute just above the order block. One of my favorite entries. Let's see, 5-minute SIBI here. This is that 5-minute SIBI as well. Right there. Move that down a little bit. All right, so that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. right? We took out the range up here, but then we come all the way back down. So I want to see if we're going to come back down and sweep these lows and touch back into that hourly bullish imbalance, or if we're really going to just respect this hourly order block and keep pumping. So I'm kind of waiting on that. Remember, I don't love to trade ranging days, but when we do see price action like this, we can catch still some decent scalps. We can still catch some decent scalps. So this is kind of what I'm looking at here. If we trade up into above this 5-minute order block off this BPR here, see if we come back down. All right, so this is actually more of a BPR. Balanced price range, right, with these equal fair value gaps here. So I do want to see if we're going to come up into that and try to trade back down. So that's kind of all I'm looking at for now. You know, on a Monday where we've already caught a good trade, and we're seeing a lot of ranging, you know, we might not find the best trade opportunity. We might not find the best trade opportunity. Well, I'm hoping we do. I'm hoping we're going to find something good. But I'm going to be very patient. Not going to force anything. Just look for a really good setup here. And if it comes, we'll capitalize on it. You know, I do want to see us target the sell side. Right, we've got some sell side down here on ES as well. Let's see this liquidity down here. But yeah, major SMT at the highs. Right, that's like we just did a whole lesson on it, which will be posted soon about that, and power of 3. So we're seeing a potential of both of those things. We already saw one happen. We've seen a lot of SMT today. But again, you know, it's not always our confirmation that the reversal is going to happen, but it is a good conviction for reversals or retracements in the market. So while we're chopping like this, I'm not looking for an entry. I don't like entries in this chop. Even if I did want to get an entry in the shorts here, not a good risk to reward setup. I'd want to wait for us to retrace back up above that 5-minute. So I'm just kind of waiting to see what happens here. If we're going to trade up into that 5-minute, and then if we're going to bounce from there, I'll look for shorts to scalp them down to those lows, down to VWAP, and probably just get out fully down here. Not even hold a runner or anything. Probably just kind of scalp it for around 90 ticks, 90 to 100 ticks, and call it good. So we'll see what happens. That's what I'm looking for. All right, we could see price just bounce off this order block right now and go down. It doesn't necessarily have to trade up above. All right, we're creating this BPR on the 15-minute as well, so we might even have to wait for this 15-minute to be formed, and then to see if price trades back up into that. But when we're talking seek and destroy, we're expecting price to come back down and grab some sell side liquidity after grabbing buy side. Our price action so far in this session is okay. It's not great. We've just been kind of chopping. But the nice thing is to know that the kind of condition we're in, we're able to kind of adapt to that and still look for a trade setup, because when we're in this kind of condition, when I say seek and destroy, we're expecting price to range back and forth and catch lows and highs. So when we know that's probably going to happen, we can really start to look for setups in that range. Typically, you know, trying to find them at the top and the bottom of the range, but we're expecting price to go take out liquidity, right, and then reverse on us back to the other side. So that's why I talked about just getting out of that trade. If we took it 100% down here, probably not even holding it, and then looking for longs back up to the top. All right, so that's kind of my mindset right now. Kind of my mindset. Going into this. So yeah, we might have to wait a little bit. We might have to give it some time. We're chopping a lot right now. And if there's nothing set up and we continue to chop this whole session, then I won't take any trades and we'll wait for tomorrow for some better price action. Let's talk about what's coming up tomorrow. We have more FOMC speakers. Tomorrow morning, we're going to see some at 9 a.m. Eastern, 9:05, 9:10 Eastern, and one at 11:45 Eastern, you know, one at 7 p.m. Eastern, right? So we've got all speakers tomorrow. So It's probably going to be pretty similar to today, I would assume, to where we're going to see an increase in volume in the morning with all the speakers, and then we're probably going to see us die down a little bit. I would expect us to die down a little bit in the afternoon again, like we had today, and maybe do some chopping. So yeah, tomorrow that's what it's looking like. Wednesday we have FOMC meeting minutes. That's at 2 p.m. Eastern, so we're going to see some craziness in the market there. Thursday we've got unemployment claims. We've got flash manufacturing PMI, flash services PMI, new home sales. So we're going to see some volatility there. And then Friday we're going into holiday. We do have a little bit of news on Friday, so we've got a lot of stuff going on in our market this week. So we're going to tread carefully. Play it smart. Like I said, you could take the shorts if you wanted here down to these lows, but I don't like that whatsoever. No, I'm not in a trade yet. I'm not going to get in a trade down here at all. Nope, there's no risk to reward setup there. If I got in a trade here, what's my reward? What's my reward there? Like, okay, 53 ticks, I guess, but to my risk, that's not worth it to me there. That is not worth it. I want to see if price is going to come back up, right? Because this could also be that fake out move here. I wanted to see, here's the next thing we could look at, is if the 5-minute displaces this order block. You know, we could look for a short off this order block, but again, we're not getting that displacement. We're kind of seeing that fake out, some SMT at the lows here on the ES and NQ. We're just still sitting in this accumulation range, no breakout yet. So, you know, there is SMT at the bottom. This could indicate long stepping in here. Right, seeing a fake out liquidity grab. ES failing to take out the lows, right? So that's the SMT, or we could see a little bit of a move back up. If we look at that there, SMT here. We look here. Look at that SMT down to the lows. Right, so we're seeing a little bit of that liquidity grab down below. ES is failing to do so. So we might see price start to head back up. Again, we're range bound, so we might not even grab that sell side liquidity. Just kind of waiting to see. We haven't gotten any displacement of that 5-minute bearish order block, so you know, if we continue to chop and move slow and range, you won't see me take any trades. I'll just take it easy, kind of sit on the sideline. But now we finally formed that 15-minute BPR. We've got that order block above that fair value gap right above this order block. So I would like to see what happens once we trade back into this, if we're going to get a reaction off that level or if we're going to push right through it. Again, we did get that SMT down below, so I'd need to see a very strong reaction off this level to get in the shorts. We are at the bottom of the range. We did get SMT, so you're not going to see me just jump into the shorts just yet. We need to see a real reaction off this BPR. Well, I think that could be what's happening, is we could go down and grab sell side before that silver bullet hour, and then target our highs again. That's why I'm looking for shorts as well. I like that reaction there. Yeah, that's a pretty good reaction so far. Not enough for me to jump in just yet. You know, we're going to need to see a real reaction off that level to go in the shorts. That's just after seeing these strong bullish candles, after seeing SMT at the lows, you're not going to see me just rush into the shorts because, you know, we might push up even higher. But yeah, that's deep. That's kind of what my thought process is here. Going into silver bullet, coming down to grab that sell side. We already have grabbed some sell side, but I wanted to see us come down to these lows at least. Touch into that hourly imbalance is what I was looking for, which we didn't get down to. So I'm kind of waiting to see if we get that reaction, and I'll still look for those shorts back down. Just because we have this balanced price range, we still could see price head back down. So I'm still looking at that right now. Yeah, that 1 hour plus order. Yeah, exactly. That's why you haven't seen me jump into an entry just yet. Few reasons. That's a little gap down on the 1 minute there. So that's kind of a big gap down there on the 1 minute. We'll see. I haven't gotten any entries, guys. Have not gotten any entries. Right now, I'm not too don't have too much conviction just yet. Seeing this strong move back up. Let's see. I'm starting to like how that 15-minute looks. Starting to like how the 5-minute looks. I might test him out. Let's see if I can get a good entry here. I'm gonna. What's going on here? What's going on? I have not gotten any entries or anything. I'm looking for entries in the shorts. But we'll see. If we bounce from this 1 minute, I'm not going to get any entries. This 1 minute bullish fair value gap. Yeah, right now I'm not the most convicted in this, but I do like that 15-minute. I do like that bounce. Just the 1 minute that's kind of throwing me off, and that hourly bullish order block that's keeping me from wanting to get in anything just yet. Just going to be very patient here. Not going to rush into anything. I'm going to wait and see what this reaction looks like here off that 15-minute. This 5-minute, this is that balanced price range I was talking about. Leading into Silver Bullet, I would expect us to try to come down and grab some sell side liquidity. We already have grabbed some, but I want to see if we're going to go grab some more. But I just don't have all the conviction in the world yet for those shorts. I do think they really could come in, but if I don't have a ton of conviction in a trade, you're not going to see me jump into it. You know, you're probably going to see me sit on the sidelines. Sometimes if I don't have as much conviction, I will still test it out just because I still like the setup. But right now is not one of those times. I'm not really trying to just test it out. But, I mean, look at that. Look at that. Alright, so we'll see what happens. I didn't get any entry. But that is a nice reaction off that 15-minute. Look at that. That's exactly what I was talking about there. That's exactly what I was talking about. So far analysis is on point. We'll see if there's any follow through on this trade. Let's see if there's any follow through. See if price does want to come back down. Remember, I'm not in any trade. I'm just sitting on the sideline right now. ES fell pretty hard there. See, we got this little 1 minute order block formed. At this point, right here, looks like we're getting a little bit of reaction. We barely touched that order block, and we're seeing that reaction back down again. Yeah, I mean, looking at that 15-minute, that tells me we're trying to come back down for these lows. We'll see. We're still in this 5-minute range. We haven't really broken out of that 5-minute range. We've grabbed liquidity on both sides, as can be expected in this type of market. See how we react off this 1 minute order block here. If we start to react off this 1 minute order block, I'll look for shorts down. I'll keep a pretty tight risk. Because if our entry is going to be down here, you know, I'm keeping a pretty tight risk. I'm going to test out the shorts with half a lot here. I just tested them out with half a lot. 18,746.75 is going to be my entry. 4675. I've been getting filled very low recently. Not the best fills recently. Okay, we're seeing that strong reaction back up. Remember, I'm testing out with half a lot. I'm literally going to keep a 30 tick stop. 30 tick stop with half a lot. So 3 micros, 30 tick stop. 18,754.25. That's my stop loss right now. Testing it out. I'll let you know if I do end up adding into a full. Remember, I'm trying to catch it all the way back down. all the way back down to this liquidity pre-silver bullet hour to then look for longs to take us back up. Right, that 15-minute is what's giving me that conviction, seeing the reaction off the 15-minute. Now we just want to see if we're going to get that follow through back down. So right now we're still over a 2-to-1 risk to reward, 2.43 risk to reward here. See if we can get some follow through. And yeah, I'm willing to let this one. I'm willing to let this one ride. See if this one will work out. Not risking much at all. All right, what I really liked was that 15-minute and seeing ES really pushing for those lows. We're obviously not seeing enough follow through right now. And we're still kind of in that range. So we'll see what happens. Remember, if you don't like the trade, you don't have to take it. You could always get out. I'm going to add into a full. I just added into a full there, guys. I just added into a full. Stop's going to stay at the same place. Stop staying at the same spot. Actually, let's see where my entry moved down to. 18.7. Oh, I got my entry at the same exact. Oh, no, I didn't. So I moved down to 4.575. So I'm going to move my stop down a little bit. Keep it at 30 ticks. There we go. I'm holding all the way down to these lows, guys, and I'll probably sell everything once we hit those lows. But I am moving my stop down to 18.75325. You could always move your stop to break even if you'd like. You don't have. You can make it a risk free. It's only hit 25 ticks, but we're really just looking for about 70 ticks here. We're really just looking for like a 70 tick scalp. All right, we're looking for that. It's a 2.33 RR right now. I'm gonna hold my full TP down at 18.72850. And we'll see what happens. 18.72850 is going to be my full TP. I'm not even going to leave any partials or any runners. Okay, we are seeing a lot of manipulation here, but we keep seeing displacement, order block left behind. Let's see if we can continue to see a bounce off those order blocks. I want to see continued movement down on this 15-minute candle. 5-minute looks really nice here. We just want to see that follow through. I mean, our structure looks like we're really trying to head down for these lows, trying to grab that sell side liquidity, get a bounce off VWAP leading into our silver bullet, which I then believe will take us right back up to the highs. So let's see if we can get that follow through now down to those lows. Take our full TP, get out, and then wait for those longs to step back in. All right, if we drop really aggressively here, I'll just move my stop to break even and make it a risk-free trade. Like this. Let's see if we can move down really aggressively. All right. I have not moved my stop down just yet. Let's see how many ticks we're at now. 35 ticks. So technically above a 1-to-1 so far. Just barely above 1-to-1. All right, we're moving slower, so we're not going to see a ton of reward on these trades right now. But you can move your stop to break even if you want to make it a risk-free trade. Yeah, I'm not loving that 5-minute. I wanted to see some more follow through on it. We'll see. I haven't moved my stop yet. I'm willing to take this loss to let it ride. But again, we are ranging, so I understand if you want to move your stop to break even or just scale out now and take some profit, you can do that. I'm going to keep holding it for now. We're in profit. Only a 30 tick stop. Pretty good for me. I'm going to let it ride. Like I said, once we come down and take out the liquidity, I'm selling everything down here, and then I'm looking for longs to take us right back up. All right, right into that silver bullet hour. That's what I want to see happen here. I have not moved my stop to break even. I'm thinking about doing it pretty soon here. If we get one more drop down beneath this low, I will move my stop to break even. Yeah, my TP right now is 69 ticks. 69 ticks, so 2.3 RR. I think it, yeah. 2.3 RR here. Above a 2-to-1. Full TP. I like it. We're obviously still kind of chopping, but I still love that 15-minute candle. Just want to see it follow through here. Come displace this low. Like I said, you can always just take a 1-to-1 if you want at 30 ticks. You don't have to keep holding. You can move your stop to break even. Plenty of options here. I still want to give this one a chance. I'm only risking 30 ticks, so I don't mind leaving my stop where it's at right now. I mean, I could even move it. I'll probably move it down a little bit more. I'll probably move it down to 25 ticks, just 26 ticks, just above that order block. I'm going to move it to 26 ticks, 18,752.25. All right, so now I've got a 26 tick stop to 69 ticks in profit, so 2.65 RR here. Because if it's above this order block, if we push above that order block, I won't want to be in the trade anyways, so that's a good stop loss for me. We're about to close on this hourly. I really want to see this hourly, this next hourly candle, open, down, come back into that, take profit, grab that liquidity, right into that fair value gap, and then bounce and go for our silver bullet highs, right back at these highs. That's what I want to see happen. I mean, this structure is exactly what I talked about, what I wanted, what I expected. Yeah, we do have support down here, but I want to see if we're going to push through. I'm willing to give it a shot, guys. I have 26 ticks of risk here. That's pretty much nothing here for me. Let's see if we can make it down. Let's see if we can do it here. We got 1 minute left until this hourly opens. So we'll see what happens here. We'll see what happens. I really want to see this hourly open down. Like I said, come grab that sell side liquidity. Come into that hourly bullish fair value gap, and then take us up for silver bullet. That's what I want to see happen. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Obviously not looking too hot right now. But we've got 20 seconds left on this hourly candle. About 10 seconds now. Let's see how it opens. If it opens going up, we're obviously going to get stopped out. I'd want to see it open down. See it open down. Struggling. Come on, take us down. Take us down. Yeah, I mean, that hourly order block is holding strong so far. I do want to see us come down and grab liquidity one more time for that silver bullet setup. And then we'll look for longs to catch them back up. Obviously, we didn't see this displacement on the 5-minute or the 15-minute, which is not the best sign. We wanted to see displacement of these lows. So yeah, structure doesn't look the best as of right now, but I'm still going to hold at 26 ticks. I'm still going to give it a chance. You could get out right now at break even. You know, you could call it here at break even if you want. You could wait for that next setup. That's up to you. Completely up to you. This could be completely zero loss on this trade, or you could keep it at 26 ticks like me. Just want to see if we're going to get that reaction off that 1 minute bearish order block. If not, then those longs are just going to step in early. There we go. All right, let's see. Are we going to break out? Are we going to break out above, or are we going to still respect that resistance level? Stay tuned to find out. I mean, it's for those of you that are trading micros with me, I think you can feel that difference of really especially being able to just hold your trades when you're in micros compared to minis. Like I can do it with minis, but it took me a long time to get to that point. Just because micros, you're able to really chill and understand like like, oh, it's only moving a few bucks at a time. You know, it's only moving $3 at a time or 150. It's not that bad. I can just chill and watch this trade play out. Right? So once you can build that discipline with micros, and then you start building more, you know, you have more income, you have more room to risk, you have more capital. Then if you can build that discipline right now, by the time you're ready to trade minis, it's going to be easy. It's going to be easy. Okay, we are really struggling here around break even. I don't know if we're going to push down from here. Let's see. I think I might honestly scale out of a few. Let's see. I'm going to hold for now. I'm thinking about maybe scaling out a half my position here. Just trying to de-risk. I haven't done anything yet. We're still sitting around break even. So I have not sold anything just yet. Again, if we do get another drop down to these lows, I'll just move my stop to break even at that point, and I'll see what happens. It's a pretty good candle so far. We're still ranging though. We're still range bound. We're not really breaking through. So it's just playing with our emotions here. It's just up and down. Well, there you go. I mean, that's at least you made some money and didn't lose money on that. I've done that before. But I've also done that and I've lost money, which is a not a good feeling. Can we break through, guys? Can we break through? Can we do something? There we go. Grab that sell side. 15 minutes still looks like we're trying to head down here. At 15-minute looks like we're trying to head down. Hourly looks like we're trying to head down as well. So I'm just kind of holding this one for now. And like I said, if we break these lows here, I'll move my stop to break even. Yeah, this level is holding so strong. Just waiting to see if we can finally break through it and grab that sell side liquidity. But so far we have not been able to do that. Can we do it? Can we do it? This has been pretty much every trade we've had today. We've gotten in, and it's just kind of range side to side. And then finally we see a little breakout, and then it comes right back on us, right? That's why I wouldn't hold. If this one does come down for the lows, I'm not going to hold that. I'm just going to sell everything. But I love being able to lower my risk through trades that are in profit, and we keep it above a strong support level. Only 26 ticks. We've got a 2-to-1, 2.65 risk to reward. Like, this is one that I'm willing to hold right now just to see if it plays out. And if it doesn't play out, it doesn't play out. I mean, we have been in profit for more of this trade than we've been in the negative. Mondays are slow indeed. They are slow indeed. This is a true test of our patience. And we're back at break even. If you want to get out, you can get out. This chop is crazy. It'd be nice to see a little power of 3 here if we can come down and grab that sell side. Take our sell side liquidity. Bounce off VWAP. There we go. Come on. Come on. Break it. Break it, break it, break it. Come on. Every time we try to push to that level, it just comes right back, right back. It's holding strong. Strong support. 5-minute order block down here. That was kind of an aggressive drop, and then boom. It's like it's a trampoline. It's like we just have a trampoline sitting down here. Yeah, strong bounce on ES there. Yeah, I mean, we've been getting SMT on almost every 5 minutes. We've been getting SMT. So I'm not too concerned about SMT right now, but I mean, at this point, I'm willing to hold this win or lose. Like, we've been in this for so long, and I still see that potential of us coming down, so I'm willing to hold this. There we go. There we go. Come on, take out the full TP. Boom, I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. Full TP just hit. I don't even know how far this is going to drop. Oh my gosh. The one time I take full TP. The one time I take full TP, guys, and it drops 150 ticks. What is up with that? What is up with that? What just happened? Let me look at the news. We don't have any news. Not that I know of. Hey, but I'm out. I took my full TP. We're good. Told you it was going to drop. I mean, I don't know who's still holding this. That's a pretty strong wick back up. I don't know what's going on in the market right now. I'll take it. A win is a win. A win is a win, but this looks like the start of that silver bullet power of 3 here. We might come right back up, guys. Well, I'm glad I took full TP either way. I mean, that's still a really solid win there. Really solid win. There we go. We went and grabbed that liquidity. That was funny. That was crazy. I'll take it. All right, it looks like we're getting a power of 3. We might come right back up. Silver bullet, go for those highs. Let's see what happens. I mean, that was awesome. I'm glad I held. I'm glad I held that one. That was worth it. That was worth it. Yeah, we've got all of this support down here, right? We had that hour. This is exactly what I wanted to happen was we come down into an hourly, and then we bounce and we go aim for those highs again. So we'll see if that happens. We'll especially be able to tell with this 15-minute candle here. With this 5-minute, we see that we came right back up. I want to see us at least disrespect this 1-minute fair value gap here. If I'm going to look for longs, I need to see us push through this one. You're going to have to take that one up with my girlfriend. Let's see if we can push right through this one. Let's see if we can push through this 1-minute bearish imbalance. Well, there we go. No losing trades today, guys. No losing trades so far. That's what we like to see. That's what we like. Fantastic day. Yeah, this is exactly that hourly that I wanted to see us bounce from. Remember when I said I want to see this hourly candle open down, take out liquidity, bounce from that hourly imbalance and push back up during our silver bullet hour for those highs. And I do think we're going to push up now, so I'm going to start looking for longs actually. It's just about where's our stop loss going to be. I want to see us push through this 1-minute order block or this 1-minute fair value gap and then come right back up for the highs. I mean, look at this. Look at that liquidity grab there on the 5-minute. Look what we're going to get. We might want to wait for this 15-minute to close. But look at that. Looks pretty bullish now. I'm just waiting to see a disrespect of this 1-minute bullish fair value gap. Maybe we inverse that 1 minute right here. Let's see. I'm not going to take longs until we can push through that level. I want to see us push through. There we go. We're starting to push through. Once we can disrespect it, That's when I'm starting to look at longs. There we go. Let's go, Shosky. Big time numbers right there. All right, so we're trying to inverse this 1 minute right now. Maybe see if we trade back into that 1 minute, inverse fair value gap. I think we're all falling asleep, bro. I think we're all falling asleep. I'm just glad I held on to that one. I thought about scaling out of it, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to hold this. It's only 26 ticks of risk. Might as well let it go. Okay, 1 minute's about to close. All right, we got displacement of that 1 minute. Let's see if we inverse it. Maybe come down to that 1 minute order block. Might start looking for longs pretty soon here, guys. Not gonna lie. We've got that. I almost want to wait for this 15-minute to close, but we might be left behind. That would be that conservative approach. So I am kind of starting to look for longs here. I'm not in anything just yet. I'm just starting to look. We're bouncing off that 1 minute inverse fair value gap. We only have a minute left on this 15-minute candle. But I do expect this 15-minute candle to close with no displacement. I do think we're going to head right back up. Let's see. If we start to bounce again, I might start looking for long entries. I want to wait, though. I do want to wait. Let's see here. Let's see. We only got about 40 seconds left on the 15-minute candle. It's important to wait and see how that one closes. We're down to that 1 minute order block now. All right, don't want to see displacement. If I see displacement on the 15-minute, I'm probably not going to look for longs. We're starting to bounce from that 1 minute order block down here a little bit. Let's see. Few seconds left on this 15-minute candle. If I start to see that bounce, I will look for an entry if we don't displace. Okay, we displaced the order block. We have not displaced this low down here. I'm going to really be patient here. I'm really going to be patient. Longs are starting to look nice, but I really want to be extra cautious here. We're in profit. I don't want to risk too much profit after taking a good trade. Catching full TP at, what was it, like I think 69 ticks. It's pretty solid. Let's look over here at ES. What's going on over here? Strong displacement of the order block on ES here. No displacement of the lows. This is when I'll start looking for longs, is if we can push through this, turn this into a 1 minute bullish order block. I would look for longs off the support level. We're still respecting the 1 minute inverse here, but not until that happens, I won't look for longs. Still going to be patient. I do have some conviction in these longs though, guys. I have not gotten any entry yet though. All right, and I would try to catch them back up to the range, back up probably to these highs again, somewhere up here, around that level somewhere. And it's probably going to be a slower trade. Might just be one that I hold and kind of let run, and we'll hop off and just kind of see what happens. But again, we still have to see this displacement of this 1 minute order block. Displacement of these highs. Have to see that happen first. Gotta see that happen first. Alright, like I always say, no reason to rush into another trade, especially after taking a win. Unless we have a lot of conviction, we have a really good A+ setup. There's no reason to just give profit back to the market. Solid trade though. Solid trade. I don't know if did anybody not have a limit order, and did you guys anybody sell down here? I don't know if anybody did. $17,715. Nice. 114 ticks. There we go. I feel that. I respect that, Easy Sunshine. I respect that. There we go, guys. That's big time right there. Either way, I mean, still caught 69 ticks on that. I'll take it. Full TP. That was the plan. We stuck to it. So, just kind of waiting now at this point. So we right now are not looking like we're trying to head back up. We're kind of chilling around VWAP. We formed this 5-minute bearish order block. So obviously you haven't seen me get another entry. Just being very patient. And if we don't have another setup, we won't take another setup. And we'll walk away green. We'll be good. All right, we obviously just displaced that inverse there. We're back at VWAP. You know, that's the one thing that was keeping me from really jumping into the shorts right away, was that we did just barely displace this 15-minute bearish order block. Right, but my conviction for the longs is that we wick below, don't displace these lows, bounce off an hourly bullish fair value gap. 4 hour, look at the 4 hour too. 4 hour we trade into it, we're coming back up. So we'll see. We'll see here. I would expect in silver bullet hour for price to try to target some buy side liquidity at this point. But it is a very ranging day, so we might not even do that. We might just start to chop for the rest of the day. And if that happens, we won't take another thing. We won't take another trade. I mean, there's always a possibility. There's a possibility that price could keep falling. I don't expect it to keep falling right now. I think if it was gonna keep falling, it would have already done that, in my opinion. Seeing that strong wick back up after grabbing liquidity does not give me conviction that the shorts are going to continue. Not saying they won't, but I don't think they're going to keep going down. At least not right now. I would expect them to keep going up here after seeing that hourly like this. You know, my conviction right now would be in the longs. There are a few things that are keeping me from, you know, we might come back down. We haven't reached a discount, so maybe if price was going to come back down, we would go down to a discount. I have that AM morning range, but I'm still expecting these longs to step back in here. Just waiting for a displacement, of the highs. Right, and if we keep chopping and moving slow for the next 10 minutes, then I'll probably just call it. We'll call it a day. We'll end the day green, and you know, we'll come back tomorrow. If we're not going to see any real expansion or silver bullet move, then I'm not going to wait around, and I'm not going to waste our time by just sitting and watching the market move sideways, because this might have been the only real move we see for the next hour, right? So we'll see what happens. I'm hoping we get another trade opportunity, but if not, then it's okay. It is okay. boom, 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 boom. Yeah, so these prop firm accounts are looking pretty good right now, guys. Looking pretty good. One of them is up now to almost 1,000 in profit. And the other one is up now to about 1,300, a little over 1,300 in profit. So accounts are looking pretty good. I mean, some people might think that's so long. You know, we've been trading these accounts for 4 weeks. We should have passed them already. But guys, I don't care about that. All I care about with these accounts is trading the right way. And if it takes us forever to pass them, it takes us forever. You know, if it takes us not forever, but if it takes us another month to pass them, it takes us another month. I don't care about how fast we pass accounts. I just care about us trading with the right risk management and trading the right way. And with that, the money will follow in the future. Trading institution. I'm a little confused by your question, Deep. I'm a little bit confused. Not too sure what you mean. Yeah. Make some bets. Trader Joe does not approve of this message. Yeah, guys, because let's say even if we never get to pass these accounts, like let's say something crazy happens, which I don't expect to happen. But let's just say we continue to stick with our plan, we continue to stick with our good risk management, and we do it for months. Just think about that, what you're going to build for the long term. Just think about that, guys. If you can build this habit, this discipline for the long term, you're going to be set. We're going to be set. Like it's I'm telling you right now, it's just focus on building the right habits. Yeah, exactly, right? That's what we all think, and that's normal human behavior is we want to make that money right now, right now, right now. We need that money. We want to make it. And I found every time I try to do that, bad things happen. Bad things happen. So let's just focus on building these good habits. We're not going to focus on any specific timeline of passing or trying to get a payout. We're just going to keep trading. We're just going to keep trading the right way. Exactly. Exactly. Well said. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably just end the session. You guys hear that voice crack there? I got another one. I don't know if you guys caught that. Oh, I think you're right. Yeah, I don't think it has been 4 weeks, huh? Yeah, it might have. Maybe it has only been 3. I don't know. Um, but yeah, we're chopping so much. We already won our trade. I'm probably just gonna call it here. I don't want to. I don't want to waste your guys' time. Sit around waiting for more chop. Um, I caught 69 ticks of profit. I think most of you did too, if not more, maybe a little bit less. I'd rather call it a day, take our green, and just walk away. Or we should be green on all accounts today. Remember, if you're not green, you should be journaling, figuring out why you're not green. Because we haven't had any losing trades today. Only 1 break even, 2 winning. Okay? So, you want to wait 5 more minutes? We can wait 5 more. I'm down. I'm down for 5. We'll give it to 11:30 Pacific. How about that? We'll wait 4 more minutes. 4 more minutes. If nothing happens until then we'll call it. Let's see what happens. We are starting to get a little bit of a move up. Okay, I actually am starting to like this a little bit more. Let's see. I would still need to wait for clear displacement of the highs. But yeah, we can give it. We'll give it until 11:30 Pacific. So just 3 more minutes now. Let's see if we can get displacement. We barely just closed above on the 1 minute of this high. A slight displacement on the 1 minute. Looks like we might be starting our silver bullet trek to the highs. I don't know if we're really going to go grab liquidity up here, but we might come back up in range to the top. Okay, that's some good movement there. See if we can push through that 1 minute bearish order block. If we can displace these highs, I think we'll be good. Right, if this 15 minute can displace the order block, I think it'll be good. 5 minutes looking pretty bullish. We'll see here. Like I don't feel the need to take another trade, but if there's something, we could still look to take it. Keep our risk management really tight. Amen to that, Enrique. Amen. We got to take care of our physical health, of our mental health. Without that, what do we have? Right? That is the most important thing. Take care of our bodies, take care of our minds. We got those for the long run. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the most important thing. I think that's more important than money. I think that's more important than most things. But if we can build discipline with those, if we can work on our mental health, if we can work on our physical health, and then we put our focus towards the action of a skill that can make us money, and we can be disciplined. If we can do that in our personal life, it will translate into your trading life or your professional life as well. As long as you can keep that good, healthy balance, I think that's very key. I hope you're doing well, Enrique. I'm not sure what's going on with you, but if anything is wrong, I'll be praying for you. I hope you're doing okay. Let's see. We're starting to kind of push through here a little bit. We got 30 seconds left on our 15-minute candle and our 5-minute candle. That's a pretty strong move back up, guys. I'm really expecting the longs to step in. There we go, Jordan. Caught those longs down here. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see if we can push through these highs. All right, so we just closed the 5 and the 15. Pretty strong move up. When we're talking about silver bullet now, we're just looking for a fair value gap or order block entry on the 1 minute, which so far I haven't seen. But that's what I would be looking for to then take up, possibly to these highs. At least if we look at the 15-minute or the 5-minute, at least touching up into that order block above, up here. All right, so maybe we only catch it to there. Oops. Let's go back to the 1 minute. All right, so we will have to push through this balanced price range, right? That we had above, that we bounced off of before. But I'm just waiting for any fair value gap or order block to form, and I'll look for the longs. But again, if we don't have that form, I'm not going to be looking for an entry. Okay, we displaced the 1 minute order block here. We've got a little fair value gap down here, not too much. Just a little 1 minute bullish fair value gap there. See, we didn't touch into it. I have not gotten any entries, guys. Like I said, silver bullet, you got to be, I'm always looking for a fair value gap or an order block to take that trade off of. If that doesn't show up, you won't see me take a trade. Hey, good to you guys for catching that from the bottom. That's awesome. Okay, so we just formed a 1 minute order block here. Fair value gap below. Let's see if we can bounce off this 1 minute order block, take us up to the top. Take me to the top, Motley Crue edition. See if we can do it. That's another song we're gonna have to play. Take me to the top. Okay, so at this point, just waiting to see if we touch into this 1 minute fair value gap below and start to pump, or if we can push above this high, displace it, come back, retrace into the order block, and then pump. Kind of just looking to take it back up to this 5 minute order block up top of that range, about 130 ticks from this level. Kind of starting to think about taking longs here. We haven't displaced yet, which I don't love, so I kind of want to wait for displacement. But this looks like we're trying to explode here, so. Alright, I just got an entry in half a lot there, guys. Oh, actually it double clicked on me and added into a full. I did not want to add into a full, but now I am in a full. Did not mean to do that. So I am in a full. 18,754.50 is my entry. It might end up working out in our favor here. I'm going to keep my stop loss just below, like at 25 ticks. 18,748.25. And if we do come back down a little bit, I'll probably scale out at half again. If we come back down, I don't want to be risking my full position just yet. I did not mean to get in. It double clicked on me there. I was trying to get in half, but I am in a full. So I'll let you know how I play this. I mean, I still like these longs. I like that we're getting a bounce off that 1 minute order block. So I'm gonna let it ride. I'm gonna let it ride here. We're gonna have to push through this balanced price range. It's gonna be tough, but I do think we can do it. We could look to take that first TP up at this 5 minute fair value gap up here. We'll see. We just got to see that follow through. Right now, obviously, we're not seeing us push through. If we get stopped out, we get stopped out. This BPR is holding kind of strong. Wow, that's a big retracement move there. Down to that 1 minute fair value gap. Almost got stopped out. Almost got stopped out. Have not gotten stopped just yet. Either way, a 25 tick stop, guys. 25 tick stop. We'll see. That was a strong bounce from that 1 minute fair value gap. Maybe we can get that follow through now. If so, that would be a very, very well placed stop loss for us. All right, it's going to be tough to try to push through this level, try to push through this 5 minute BPR. We can see that bounce we got. We didn't get displacement, which is not the best sign for us. We are seeing a strong bounce off it on the 15 minute as well. But going into the silver bullet, I really wanted to see us go long and take out some buy side liquidity. After taking out our sell side, right, that's that exact thing we're looking for. We got that reversal here. We displaced these highs. But we might see a little bit more retracement in the market. We'll find out right now. But 25 ticks I'm willing to risk here. I know I didn't want to get into a full just yet, but it is what it is. Either way, we'll still end the day green even if we do take this loss. Even if we take this loss, we will end the day green. Boom, boom, boom. We got very close to my stop loss on that one. That was a few, maybe 1 or 2 ticks away there. I think it was like 2 ticks away. It still looks like we're kind of trying to target it. It's not looking the best. We also formed this 5 minute fair value gap down below, so we might come down and target that fair value gap as well. Oh, yeah, look. Yep, you just said it. You just said it exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking, right? If we do retrace down to here, we'll probably go down, try to target that 50% level, that fair value gap. But we shall see. I'll still give it a chance. It's only 25 ticks here. Initially, that pump looked like we were getting ready to really expand. We had that 1 minute order block. We were pushing past it, we displaced it, and then we just kind of came right back down. That balanced price range above is really what's holding us so far. But if we can see 5 or 15-minute displacement of these highs here, I think we're going to be good, and I think we're going to head up all the way back up to the top of that range. It's just about when are we going to get that retracement move? Are we going to come down to that 5-minute and try to rebalance some of that imbalance, which we could definitely see happen. All right, but I'm not going to move my stop down at all. I'm going to keep it where it is. I'm only going to risk 25 ticks here for, I mean, this one's like a 4.6 risk to reward overall. Pretty solid. For our first TP, I'm looking at this high up here. All right, so first TP is about 75 ticks for me. Full TP is about 115 ticks. So pretty good, very solid risk to reward if this one can play out. You can obviously have a wider stop loss than me if you want to. At this point, I'm in a full position. I'm not going to risk any. I don't want to risk any more profit than 25 ticks. That's kind of what I'm willing to do. Let's see the silver bullet longs. That's what I want to see happen. They could come in at any time. Hopefully it's right now. That would be ideal. Let's see if we can get displacement here. I really want to see us push through this balanced price range. You guys can also take your first TPs at different levels. You could take 1-to-1s. I mean, maybe at least a 2-to-1 at 50 ticks would be ideal. You know, that's up to you. You can move your stop to break even whenever you want. That's a pretty nice 1-minute candle there. So I'm going to put my limit order at 18.77325 for my first TP. My conviction is silver bullet, seeing us sweep liquidity at the lows on the hourly time frame, on the 4-hour, on the 15, on the 5-minute, and then we displace the highs up here on the 1-minute. We respect our 1-minute imbalance. I want to see us pump. I want to see us go grab some buy-side liquidity. It's that silver bullet hour, as well as because we've been ranging up and down so much. If we're going to range to the bottom and grab liquidity, I expect us to range back to the top. All right, and that's why I wouldn't even wait for us to try to take out these highs. I would just take my profit right when we enter the 5-minute order block up top. Just because we've been ranging, we might not even grab that liquidity. So in case of that happens, I'll just get out. All right, but at any point you can move your stop to break even, make it a risk-free trade. We are in profit now. My first TP is at 18.77325. It's about 75 ticks away. 3-to-1 for my first TP. We're really going to have to see. Let's see how that 5-minute closed. 5-minute finally displaced these highs here. That's a good sign. Now we just need to see this next 5-minute continue to displace. See if we can keep moving up. Remember, you could take that first TP at 50 ticks if you want. You could take it at 25 ticks if you want to take a 1-to-1. It doesn't matter. It's up to you. We've had only 32 ticks so far. If we pump really aggressively, I'll just move my stop to break even, make it a risk-free trade. I'm liking how we're looking so far, though. I'm liking this pump. If we can just get that follow through, this one will really keep going. We now have displaced this 1-minute order block down here. That's another support level. There we go, there we go, there we go. We're almost at 50 ticks. We just hit 47 ticks. We're well above a 1-to-1. Almost at a 2-to-1 already. You guys could take profit. At this point, I'm not going to move my stop to break even just yet because we have that support level at this order block. I want to keep my stop below it just in case we want to trade back into that before we pump again. So I'm going to keep my stop where it's at. So far, we're sitting pretty good in profit now, guys. Sitting pretty good in profit. You could sell completely here and be chilling. You could take out some profit here, move that stop to break even. Oh no, this is a stupid trade, like in a good way. Stupid big trade, exactly. I know what you're saying, Jordan. I know what you're saying. Let's see if we can get that pump. Pump it up. Pump it up. You guys ever heard this song before? Any Motley Crue fans out there? This one might get us going. This one might get us to the top. We'll see. Yeah, I heard the new shows were pretty bad. Take us up. Take us up. I want to see us close above this 50% level on the 15-minute, or on the 5-minute. Close above on the 5-minute. Displace this high. We're going to be good if we can do that. Take me to the top. Come on. We have hit 47 ticks so far. I mean, if we stall, if we hit 50 ticks and we start to stall, I might even just take my first TP. Because that's still a 2-to-1. Let's see if we can keep going, though. If we can hit 75 ticks for my first TP, that would be great. We now have this 1-minute order block here. See if we can use this as support. At this point, I'm going to move my stop to break even. My stop is at break even. Alright, stop is at break even. I haven't taken profit, guys. I haven't taken profit, but my stop is at break even. I'm going to make this a risk-free trade just because we've hit a 2-to-1 already. We just hit 50 ticks. I'm not going to let this one become a losing trade. Let's see if we can use this as support and push this up. This 15 minutes about to close, 5 minutes about to close. That's strong displacement here, guys. So far, it looks like pretty strong displacement on both time frames. Look at that close. Strong 5-minute displacement, close above the 50% level. I think this one's going to keep going. That's why I'm holding this all the way up for 75 ticks for my first TP. We'll see. If we start to stall a lot, I'll just take out some profit. If we do start to stall a lot, I'll just take out some profit. But it's a risk-free trade at this point. It's a risk-free trade. My stop's at break even. If we come down to stop me out, we stop me out. Oh well, we're still walking away with a lot of profit today. This is one of those ones where I'm down to let it ride. I'm down to let it ride here. But again, if you guys want to take that profit, take that profit. It's up to you. You got the control. You can make the decision. We are getting a reaction off the top of this fair value gap up here. But I still want to see us keep pumping here. Let's go, Greg. Hey, there we go, guys. You guys are killing it. You guys are killing it today. Let's go. So what a nice Monday. It's nice to get some good trades on a Monday. Alright, this will either be our second break-even trade of the day or our third winning trade of the day. Either way, no losing trades. Either way, no losing trades today. So that's always pretty nice. You know what's awesome too is that this is only our fourth trade of the whole day. Isn't that pretty cool? To think that we don't have to take 20 trades in a day to be successful. Okay, we just touched off that 1 minute order block. Let's see if we can bounce from here. All right, Honest Money, you take it easy, man. Take it easy. Have a great rest of your day. Pump it up, pump it up. We will see what happens. We will see here. We're getting a nice reaction off the support, but not enough right now. I mean, after seeing that 15-minute displacement, I really expected us to continue to push through, and now we're just kind of... Alright, I just got stopped at break even on that. Dang, I barely got stopped. To the tick. To the tick, guys. Look at that. Look at that. That was exactly to the tick. And then look at that wick right back up. Well, it happens. It happens to the best of us. That's alright. That's okay. I'm good with ending anyways. Either way, nice profit on the day. If you guys are still holding this one, you could still hold it. You know, if you guys have a lower break even than me, you could still keep holding this one. I still want to see those highs get taken out, but we are seeing a pretty strong rejection off this level, off that BPR. But either way, awesome day. End of the day, green overall on all accounts. Pretty solid way to start our week, guys. 4 trades taken, 2 wins, 2 break even. We call it a day. I appreciate everybody here. I think today was a great learning day for all of us, because we can learn when we win too. We don't just have to learn when we lose. So good stuff today. Remember, if you are still holding this trade, I was looking for first TP up here at 18,773.25. And I was looking for full TP up here at 18,783.25. Yes, I do use Trade Copier. I use Trade Copier just on Tradovate. So I've hooked up 2 50K accounts to each other, and I trade those together. All right, guys. Well, God bless. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Stay safe. Enjoy your Monday. Take care of yourself mentally, physically. We'll come back tomorrow ready to have another fantastic day. But yeah, I will see you all tomorrow. You might hear from me this afternoon if I have any updates or anything. But until then, take it easy and peace.